Hey, man, we got a EZGO here, TXT 48 volt. It's got a lithium battery in it. You can see the charging receptacle. It's got a lithium battery. But don't let that turn you away because it's the same as a EZGO TXT, RXV. Any EZGO 48 had the same plug. The only difference is this right here. And if you want to bypass this, I have it on my other video how to do it. Just type in EZGO TXT charging port. You'll see it on my video. But all right, what we're going to do, man, we're going to change it out. This is bad. And the first thing you do, since he's rushing, unplug the back of it. All right. Then the second thing you do, get me a 1/2 inch socket. And actually, you got two choices you can do. Well, we're going to do the easier choice. You can drill the rivets out right there and change that, but we're not going to do that. All we're going to do is unscrew the back of it because there's nothing wrong with the face of it. So then what we're going to do is on the driver's side, where the batteries are at, what I'm going to do, take the positive off. All right. You guys Phillips screwdriver, take that out with. Take it off the charging port, which is the second red wire, because you want the first connection to be your battery wire, the second connection to be the charging receptacle, and then I'm going to go to the negative over here. And then we're going to take the negative wire off, which is this one. All right. Then we're going to go over here to the charging receptacle. And like I said, man, you can either take it off from the front, or you can just change the face plate. I mean, excuse me. You can either drill your rivets out. Most people don't have a rivet gun. That's why I'm showing you this, how to do this. But make sure before you take this out that you take it off the battery wires, and I'll show you when it gets it off. All right. Tell me.
The screws.
Yep. Take out. You got one on the top.
And two near where the wires are.
And let's see here. You got one on the top, and one on each side. One on the bottom left, one on the bottom right. And the reason I said take the battery wire off first, because if you look at it, they're open. I mean, I don't want nobody to drop a wrench in there, because they can't touch each other because they're stationary. But if you drop a wrench or something, you'll see fireworks. All right, give me a pair of wire cutters. I'll cut the zip tie with, son. So then what we're going to do is put it back in. All right, now we're about to put it back in, and I'm going to, if you have a problem on the EZGO lithium, this is a 2018 here. If you have a problem where anytime you wash the car don't run for a day or so, you can bypass it like I show in my other videos, or you can just get, hold that, Jerry, show the part number. Or you can just get the revised one like this, and the part number is here, 651410D, and you can see EZGO revised, part number revised. And the reason they revised it is because, and this is what I don't understand right here, man. In 2008, EZGO come out with the RXV, all right? They had the same problem, man. Anytime you would wash the car will run. So why in the hell would they come out 10 years later with the same, knowing it's going to get wet and do it again on a different car? That's what blows my mind. I couldn't tell you how many golf courses we went to after they washed the car wouldn't run. But here we go again, 10 years later, man. So now what we're going to do, put it back in. Like I said, man, it makes no sense, man, why they do it again for. I don't get it, man. Because there's no lie now. On the TXT, on the EZGO RXVs, I bet you they changed the receptacle. They revised it, I at least know 4 or 5 times. They revised it because the first time you wash them and they cut off. Second time they were melting. They would get hot and stick together. And a couple other times, who knows? It just, I don't know what to say, man. So I'm gonna take my new one, stick it in there. Like that. Screw the screws back in. All right. Then we're going to plug it back in. Put this wire above this wire when I plug it in. Now I think it looked better doing it underneath it. I'll plug it back in, running it back this way. What I'm gonna do is take it. So now what you want to do is run it here along this guide here, in, out, in. And what that does, it keeps the harness from moving and just look more professional, man. Then you want to run the red to the main positive, the black to the main negative. But the main thing is this here, man. Make sure when you tighten them up that when you get done with it, you always take your hand and grab your wires and to make sure that the battery nuts are actually tight. Because trust me, don't never hand tighten them because you'll melt your post. Always go back after you use your wrench or your socket and tighten them up. Now, one thing you want to do now is make sure that you put the charging wire on top of the main battery wire, and then you put your accessory wire like your lights. So you should have your main positive wire, which is from the BMS to the battery, and then you got your charging receptacle wire, and then you got your accessory wire like your lights. That way, man, your best wires get the best connection for the batteries. Now, here I'm using the impact gun. That's good, man, but make sure you don't hammer it with the impact gun because you could mess up the battery post inside the battery. Always turn it on one and then hammer it down like that. That way it don't break it. But all right, man, simple as that, man. That's how you install it. I have other videos that shows you how to bypass it if you want to bypass it. But all right, man, y'all stay tuned, man.